What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KHIRY and welcome to KHIRY TV. In today's video, I am reviewing the movie Terrifier 3. It's directed, written, and produced by Leon, and it's the third installment of his franchise, which the first one was Terrifier and the second was Terrifier 2. And I believe there was a short film prior to Terrifier, which started this whole franchise. I think I seen it. I was about to say I haven't seen it. I think I seen it. I just don't remember it. It's about a killer clown named Art that goes around on just this big killer spree around Christmas time. I'm gonna give you the things that I like and the things that I didn't like about the movie, and I'm gonna grade it at the end of the review. Also, let me tell you about my theater experience before I get into the good. I went into this movie, I didn't expect to see a lot of people, especially I didn't expect to see kids. There were a handful of kids watching this movie, and kids, I mean like under the age of 16. I think the youngest one I saw, he probably was like 7, and he had on an Art the Clown jumpsuit on, the whole makeup and all this stuff. So I thought that was weird, but kind of interesting at the same time, especially because this movie, I didn't know going in, well, other people knew going in that Art will be killing kids in this movie, and I know how people feel about kids getting murdered in movies. But I didn't know that going in, but apparently people knew that Art was killing kids in this movie. That being said, don't worry. Even though he do kill kids in a gruesome way, well, not really gruesome way, but it was tasteful as much as possible. So don't think you gonna go up in there seeing a kid get his eye stabbed and then his whole top of his head ripped off. It's not that type of kills, but he is killing kids in this movie. So that's just like a little warning, and if y'all do plan on going to see this movie. Also, there were at least 5 people that left the theaters before this movie even ended. Some of them look like they left because it was boring. Some of them, I'm not sure why they left. And it was at least one couple that left disturbed. The guy, he was just shaking his head as he was leaving, and then his girlfriend, I'm assuming, just had her head down and covered her ears and eyes as a kill was happening. So I'm not sure why those other people left, but I know I saw one couple leave because of the gruesomeness of the movie. But let's get into the good. The good, the cinematography. I love the cinematography. I love the grindhouse 80 grainy of the cinematography. It's kind of like the first one and the second movie, but because they had a higher budget, this movie looks better, it's edited better. The story is way better because the first one really didn't have a story. It was just Art going around killing people. Second movie had a story. I wasn't interested in the story. It was just kind of all over the place to me and boring. But it had a story, and it actually had a fighting girl in the second movie versus the first one didn't have a fighting girl. Also, I know y'all want to know how the kills were. The kills was gruesome. Way gruesome than the first two. It went up a notch. It went up like 3 or 4 notches. The kills was funny. Art was funny. His miming was very funny. Art was just an asshole. Art went up 3 levels in this movie. He was turned up to 10 in this movie. The kills were turned up to 10 in this movie. There's one particular scene that left me like jaws dropped. I was like, what the fuck? And this was during one of the kills of kids. And I think it was so shocking to me that he did that to those kids that I was like, okay. I was just in shock. Cause like I said, I didn't know going in that he was killing kids, but apparently that was the selling point of the movie. That particular scene, when you see it, you'll know. Maybe just for me. I think it was just shocking for me. I don't think my theater was as shocked as I was, but I was very shocked. I was like, okay, wow. But also, another part of the movie that I enjoyed was the acting. The acting was a whole lot better. For a few people. There was a particular actor that I did not like that's gonna be in the bag, but as far as the actings and the actors, they are way better than the first two. But the first two acting was not that good, and I could see it turn a lot of people off. But the acting in this is better, recognizably better. So I'm giving kudos to the movie with that. The story was flowing better, at least at the first 2/3 of it. I wouldn't say flow better, but the story itself was better than the previous stories. It's more comprehensive now versus the first two, which is all over the place. But it's kind of leading me into the bad of the movie, where sometimes the story could get like really boring. And I seen a couple leave during that boring part, which I did not blame them. Even during that part, I was kind of in my phone. It just dragged on way too long for me. I think it was more story than kills in it. And I'm coming to see this movie for the kills. Everybody coming to see the kills and laugh at the kills and the way he killed people. The story could have been short and less drawn out. Also, the supernatural of the movie, the first two, you could tell, well, at least with the first one, you didn't know there was a supernatural element to it. In the second movie, you could tell there are more supernatural elements to it. And in this third one, it makes it more known there are supernatural elements, which I wish they would have made it more undertone versus kind of in your face. I wish Art was like a real human and was going around killing people, but he's not a human, he's more like a demon. The protagonist, the girl from the second movie, she's more like, I guess, the angel or the hero. I wish it was less of that and more realistic, but I mean, it's just like a little petty observation. Her brother, that Toys R Us looking kid, I did not like him. His acting was a little better. His acting was a little bit better from the second movie, but his neck just kept irritating me. He has a very long neck to me. That's just a petty no for me. He was irritating me. The killings towards the end, instead of being more fun, it became more sad and fucked up. And I was like, damn. It was kind of hard to watch. I was like, damn, he really killing these people. They had nothing to do with this. It just became sad towards the end. Like, damn, this is fucked up. And I was, instead of like rooting for Art to like just kill people just for my entertainment, it became more of, I want this girl to go ahead and stop Art. It got sad for me. I thought that last end of fight was kind of lackluster. I believe the end of fight of the second movie was kind of better. It kind of left me wanting, I guess, a better fight or more of him. I don't know, it was just a weird ending. I mean, I understand the main ending, but the last fight was just like, y'all could have did a lot better, especially with the budget y'all had. Y'all could have did a whole lot better, but the kills previous to the end of the fight were, I think, did the movie justice. So, good, the kill, cinematography, the acting was better. But the bad is like the story was too long. The main story was just too long and drawn out. I don't even remember seeing the little girl clown from the second movie. I don't even think she was in this, which was weird. Cause she was kind of I guess the selling point of the second one, but she wasn't in this one. Maybe she'll come back from the fourth one. But as far as grading this movie, it's kind of hard to grade horror movies because I go in for entertainment versus the story itself. But as a whole, to be honest, I think I'm gonna grade this movie, especially if I'm comparing to the other ones, I'm gonna give this movie a B+. Yeah, I think this deserves a B+. The good kind of outweighed the bad. If I were to rate the first two movies, I would rate the first one at A-. Experience with it the first time was so fun, and then I will rate the second movie a B- because the story was just kind of drawn out, but the kills were better. There was one particular kill, if y'all seen the second movie, with the salt that he had at the end. Boy, I never laughed so hard at a scary movie in my life. But if you watch the second movie and the scene with him and that salt, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, should you go see this in a movie? I would say yes. Take your girlfriend to the movie. Take your man to the movies to see this. Enjoy. You don't even have to see the first two movies to I guess, enjoy this movie or get the gist of it, because the story is just so lackluster or so, I guess, boring to me that you don't even have to worry about the story. Just go in to watch for the kills. Go in and watch for the gruesomeness, how he killing these people, his antics, his miming and all this stuff. Just go in for that. So I will say, yes, go to the movies and watch this. But if you don't want to spend money on this, because it is kind of a cheap, I guess a cheap looking movie, you can wait till it come on the stream service. But have you seen the first two movies? Did you like them? Comment below. Comment your favorite Art the Clown scene. Thank you for watching with me. I try to make this fast as possible, not as all over the place as possible. I think I did a good job with that, at least from my last review of the Joker 2 movie. You can click here. I will post a picture here for y'all to go check it out. Thank y'all for watching with me. Peace. For this Terrifier movie. Peace.